or a particular emphasized word within a sentence. That is what you call stress. So you ought to have known what is a syllable. Syllables are defined as what? Puff of air in pronunciation that contains a single vowel sound. You don't just jump into it. Start from vowels, consonant, syllable, then stress. After stress, then rhyme. After rhyme, metrical sequence. Meter. If you don't know vowels, you can't know syllable. So let's start with vowels so that we can get to syllables and then stress. Is that not okay? Okay. Of course, you know, my own way of teaching is that every 30 minutes we do appraisals. Every 30 minutes we do appraisals. Appraisals is just classroom work to keep your mind up and doing. To set induce you. There is what you call set induction in teaching. Uplifting the mind of the learners and suspending it till the end of the lesson. I will just uplift your mind by you answering some questions for me under some given time. Like under 5 minutes, you answer 30 questions for me. Is it not better? Because the test of JAMB is just ability for you, speed and accuracy. Thank you. Speed and accuracy. You are answering 180 questions in all, Obrea. 180 questions under 120 minutes. That is 2 hours. Which means every question is less than a minute. 30 something seconds or thereabout. Okay, 40 seconds. What about the time you will use in reading the passage? Okay, it's among the 40 seconds. Oh my God. JAMB did not allocate special time for your reading speed and reading rate. You know what is called reading speed? Reading speed is number of words all over time. Number of words in a given passage all over time you use in reading it. It will give you a necessary output. Some people, when they are on reading speed, their output will be less than 0. When your output after the number of words divided by the time is less than 0, that means you are retrogressing. Retrogression. Retrogression means reading without equating it with understanding. There are people that just read. They will read very fast. Brrr. And then what did you read? Nothing. Let's vowels, all right? Let's start vowels. Boldly vowels. If you have done it again, you can just, if you have done it before, you can just listen. If you have not, you can write. In fact, I don't even trust what you're writing because most of your parents have been complaining that a lot of you do come back home with nothing. The notebook that they bought for you since last month is still as neat as that. No ink on it. What have you been doing? There are 2 ways you can remember what is being taught to you here. 1 is by writing it, and 2 is by recording it. Recording it. You can put your phone on record, and then when you go back home, okay, you don't have space. Your phone, your TikTok has occupied everywhere. Can I wipe the board? I believe in you. A vowel sound can be defined as a segmentary sound unit. A segmentary sound unit. A segmentary sound unit. Realized or gotten. A segmentary sound unit, realized or gotten. Realized or gotten. Realized or gotten. Without obstruction of air. without obstruction of air, without obstruction of air flowing from the lungs, without obstruction of air flowing from the lungs. Open your parentheses and put air stream. Open your parentheses, put your air stream, and then close your parentheses. The thing you call bracket, we call it parentheses, yeah? It is those in arithmetic that make use of bracket. Did you get all of that? I said, oh, a vowel sound can be defined as a segmentary sound unit. A segmentary sound unit gotten or realized. Gotten or realized without obstruction of air. Gotten or realized without obstruction of air flowing from the lungs. Flowing from the lungs. And then put in parentheses, air stream. Air stream. Have you done that? Look at the spelling of air stream. Were you writing another thing? Hey. Airstream, ikukuna. Listen to this illustration. Every human being breathes in and breathes out, okay? And then let me even ask you, honestly, what are the ways that air can enter into your body? Okay, through your nose, one. Through what? Your mouth, through? Your ear. Can air enter through your ear? Hey. Ear nka ear kwo. But seriously, can air enter through your ear? What about your anus? Can air enter through there? Evil people. Evil. In grammar, comma. No, don't write here too. I said in grammar. Look at, I don't know if you can see what I'm going to draw on the board. Hey. Is there another marker? Give me marker now. Let me draw the head of someone that I saw here right now. The nose is not properly done. Look at the nose, very pointed. Pointed nose. Then, the two ways that air can enter into your body is through your nose, Obria. And you call those openings what? Nasals, okay? Nasal cavity. And then that one through your mouth, you call it buccal. Buccal cavity. Okay? Now, when air enters through both ways, either through the buccal or through the nasal, it comes down to your ribs, okay? And these your ribs were enclosed by your lungs, okay? When you breathe in, it will make your ribs to compress. Up it. Then if you breathe out, that your ribs will expand. That is the way it functions. Breathe in, up it. Breathe out, it expands. Now, when the air enters, it will come down to a place. What do you call this place here? Okay, you people, you call it esophagus, okay? Okay, you call it the larynx. Okay, but we call it the vocal cords. Vocal cords. Inside the vocal cords again, you have another opening. And then we call it the glottis. So the glottis is inside the vocal cords. And then the air that is coming up, let's just say that you have just breathed, you want to breathe out, exhale. The air will come from your airstream, get into your vocal cords, your glottis, inside your vocal cords before it can pass out, either through the nose or through the mouth again. Now we defined a vowel sound as a sound segment realized without obstruction. In JAM, they normally ask for you to tell them that which is obstruction. When do we have obstruction in terms of sound realization? It is when the sound that is coming from the airstream gets to the vocal cords and finds it very difficult to pass through the state of the glottis. You know, the state of the glottis is smaller. And then the air is thick. It finds it difficult to pass through the little opening. Or na afanye, just like in Nekwife. Or na afanye no belly ife. You don't understand? You understand? Those who can understand these things are bad people. I got there. I didn't say so. So, because of the fact that the air is thick, probably very difficult to pass through freely, it will make the regions of the vocal cords to be vibrating. Please, so I don't normally teach you to pass exam only because in your year 1, you are still going to meet this. In your use of English 101, you will still meet this. And probably the level at which it will be then will not be the same way we are learning it now. So please pay attention because nobody will have the time to teach you that again. Realizations of sounds are very important. Very, very important in your year 1. The first term paper you will write in use of English probably might be on sound, phonology. You know what is a term paper? Term paper, an assignment that contains up to 20 pages. And you write it in chapters, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. And it will carry your preliminary pages like your dedication, acknowledgement, table of content. You can do this assignment in 1 hour. In 1 hour like this. As long as you have Wi-Fi or data, you can do it in 1 hour. Just go online, copy, Control S, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Later you rearrange, cha 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 cha. Oh boy. You do your cover page. Your cover page is just name of your school, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Name of lecturer, Professor Doctor. Assignment topic, reg number. You are done. So it's not hard. But you should learn how to do it first. So when the air is thick, it comes to this place and finds it difficult to pass through the glottis. It will make the regions of the vocal cords to begin to obstruct. Obstruction means vibration because something heavy is trying to pass through the little opening. And that is what you call obstruction. So a vowel sound was realized without obstruction here. And then in English, each time that a sound received obstruction during realization, you call that sound voiced sound. You call it voiced because they received obstruction. Even when you're pronouncing them, they are heavy. They received obstruction. That is voiced sound. Then, but when they do not receive obstruction, there was no obstruction at all. You produce what? Voiceless sound. Which means, according to the definition you just had, a vowel sound is supposed to be voiced or voiceless. Which one? It's supposed to be voiceless, okay? But if you are asked anywhere at all, whether they ask you here or anywhere around this world, whether a vowel sound is voiced or voiceless, tell them with your heart that vowel sounds are voiced. Do you know why? In their mode of realization, they're supposed to be voiceless. But when they get to the buccal cavity, you have 5 organs of speech inside the buccal cavity. 5 organs of speech. Obria. You have number 1, the tongue. Number 2, the upper lips. Number 3, the jaw. And number 4, the feet. If you go, of course, you know you have the upper lips and lower lips. So those are the organs of speech. But the most important one that acts on a vowel sound and makes it to be voiced is the tongue. That is why you have a diphthong sound. A diphthong sound is just a gliding movement of the tongue. That reminds me, any movement that your tongue makes, whether up and down, rounded, is called glide. Glide. The movement of the tongue in sound production is called gliding. Gliding. Glide. I have seen it either 2020. The movement of the tongue in sound production is called glide. Glide. All right? So when this glide happens on a sound, such as a vowel sound, it now becomes voiced. So the finished product of a vowel sound is a voiced sound. All of them. Oh yeah, continue writing. We have 20 vowel sounds in English language. Right. We have 20 vowel sounds in English language. We have 20 vowel sounds in English language. We have 20 vowel sounds in English language. Are you there? These vowels are divided into 2. These vowels are divided into 2. These vowels are divided into 2. Number 1, monophthongs. If you don't call it monophthongs, you call it pure vowels. Number 2, diphthongs. If you don't call it diphthongs, you call it what? Impure vowels. Have you seen it now? And we say that the vowels are how many in number? So we have 20 vowel sound in English language anywhere. 20 vowel sound. And since they are divided into 2, we have 12 monophthongs. The monophthongs are 12 in number, 12 monophthongs. And then we have 8 diphthongs. You can write it somewhere. The monophthongs or the pure vowels are 12 in number. And then the diphthongs are 8 in number. I'm not supposed to bore you with the definitions of I'm not supposed to bore you with the definition of these terms, no. I'm supposed to go straight to the point, because in jam class such as this, you go straight to the point. You hit the nail on the head. Even when you are reading, you always read the basic ones, the necessary ones. Always learn how to hit the nail on the head. I have seen people who read day and night, yet when they enter inside the hall, it will be as if somebody removed a cap that they are wearing. Everything is gone. From number 1 to number 20. Nah, wow. And then you try to ask somebody by your side, or Bruno or somebody, Mugolongwa. You got that? Hey, Jesus. Eba kega mana 4 bag ba no. The tension alone. And then you are looking at the time counting down. And you have not answered even up to 5 questions. Hita wage. Even when the AC is on. And those are the reasons why students fail. Not that they don't know that, but the tension only. And the only way you can control such tension and build your confidence is through the use of past questions. Now, I cannot lie you. I have been in this business for almost 20 years of my life. I have never seen a student who studied with past questions that got less than 250. If you sincerely studied with past question, you don't need your textbook. I don't know about you, but he has been working for my students for almost 20 years. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't work for you. Don't ever learn a course without having a past question by your side on that very subject. That's why every 30 minutes we are praised. I ask you questions from the past question, 5 of them, and then you mark within yourself. You still keep it too, because the first time we'll appraise, you can have 0/5 for tomorrow. Next time, 1/5. Next time, 0/5 again. Be keeping it. Just determine, know when you're rising, when you're building, and when you're falling. It will help you to know whether you are learning anything or you are learning nothing. I'm telling you, because most of us will come here and bradish our new clothes, you know. The hairstyle, I can see most of you are looking so beautiful. I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, the beauty does not matter when you score 160. The beauty does not matter when you begin to pray up and down just for... Oh, God. There are marks you get in JAMB and you will not need to pray. I hope you know. Because God is not a magician. You need God now. Because after writing your exam, there is nothing you tell God. There is nothing He will do for you. Nothing. He cannot cancel your answer and write, now. God and amazing Yahoo. So learn it now. Learn it now. Learn it. You can learn it, okay? Let's go. 12 monotongues. 12 monotongues. Subheading 12 monotongues. Very fast. 12 monotongues. Once it is 2 o'clock, you tell me. Oh. 12 monotongues, all right? Do I need to define what a monotongue is? All right, let's just number from 1 to 12. Number from 1 to 12. Let's go sharply. Hey, you know as well. I want to know. What I want you to do for me is to remember the symbols that we are going to be drawing here and the way we drew them. These symbols articulate the shape of your tongue while you're pronouncing these sounds. You don't just draw them anyhow. Because while you will be over there in university, they will not be using numbers. They will be using these symbols. When you're learning these monotongues, you must learn them with their number because they go in pari passu with it. You know what I mean by pari passu? That means you cannot remove the number from the symbol. And you cannot juxtapose it. Each number goes with their own symbol. But when we go to diphthong, as long as you can remember 8 of them, it doesn't matter how you interweave in it. But in these monotongues, it carries their number and they are arranged chronologically. Ungwanu, have you numbered 1 to 12, okay? Vowel number 1 all over the world is long E sound. Did you see how I wrote it? It is long E sound. Why? Because it contains elongation. That two dots in some of them is called elongation. The two dots is called elongation. What it means is that the very sound was stretched, just like you stretch your rubber band. English words are not pronounced at the same pitch of the voice. Some are said longer than the other. That's why we have elongated sounds and then shortened sounds. Let's go. Okay, long E sound as in. Can you give me words they appear in? Wait, let me be writing it down. As in what? Okay, seats, okay? Another one. Seen. Peace. Okay, sees. And whole lots of them. It's just that they are always very stretched. Of course, while dealing with these sounds, forget the spellings of the words. Concentrate on the phonetic sound you can hear. Why we call it oral English, O-R-A-L, is because of the sound that comes outside our mouth. The sound that comes outside your mouth is called oral, O-R-A-L. Who can tell me the name of the sound that enters your ear? Who can tell me? The name of the sound that enters your ear is what? Ear. Hey. The one that comes outside your mouth is oral, okay? The one that enters your ear is also oral, but different spelling. That one is spelled as A-U-R-A-L. Oral. Have you seen it? So the one that comes outside your mouth is O-R-A-L, while the one that enters your ear is A-U-R-A-L. For you to articulate a given sound segment, you must balance both your oral and then oral segment. You must balance both of them very well. Vowel number 2 all over the world is what? E sound. Short one. Short E sound. As in. Okay, let's go with pick. Sit. Okay. Eat. Okay. It's not shit. Hey. Pete. Is it only the one with I? Can't we use another word? Another word, another letter, eh? Heat. H-E-A-T. Nice one. Nice one. Then K-E-Y. Are you sure? Are you sure that K-E-Y is short one? Remember, the letters does not matter. What matters is the sound. Are you there? Okay. Number 3, all over the world is sound. Pronounce it, everyone. Just like the letter E. As in egg. Nenyan egg. Bed. Okay? And then what again? Can you give me where this letter is at the end of a word? Or at the middle of a word? Just give me one word. Where it's at the end? Let me write bread. I like the one bread. Okay, breath. Nice one. Even test is at the middle. Test. T-E-S-T. Okay? Nice one. Number 4. Are you writing? Number 4 is short R sound. Short R sound. You keep your hand like this. That's on the board. Look at it. Short R sound. I don't want it to have any gap in between the, because that is The back of the tongue colliding with the tip of the teeth. The back of the tongue colliding with the tip of the teeth. Have you seen it? You want to pronounce something like pat, pat. Bat, lad, P-A-T-H, path, bath, sade. They are always short, 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 short. All right? Number, gini kita. Number 5 is long R sound. Did you see how that thing looked like? It's not that A. It's not. I didn't write it like A. There is this curve at the tip of it. That is long R sound, as in park. We are going to the park. Mart, M-A-R-T, Mart. Did you? Okay. Clock, clock, clock. Okay, what was give me one. H. S-A-C-K, sack. H. Okay. Okay, okay, in hurt. Eh? Spell it again. H. R-T. I thought somebody spelled H-A-R-T. Okay. Okay, oh, okay, okay, okay. For those of you who need the meaning, monophthongs are defined as basic sounds realized. Monophthongs are defined as basic sounds realized singularly, without obstruction of air. Without obstruction of air. Basic sounds realized singularly, without obstruction of air. Without obstruction of air. Did you get that? A diphthong sound is also defined as the gliding movement of the tongue. A diphthong sound is also defined as the gliding movement of the tongue from one vowel quality to another vowel quality. I said from one vowel quality to another vowel quality, realized as a single distinctive sound segment. From one vowel quality, they go to another vowel quality. Have you written? Realize as a single distinctive sound segment. Realized as a single distinctive. Have you written? Realized as a single distinctive sound segment. Did you get all of that? Did you get all of that? I said again, a diphthong sound can be defined as the gliding movement of the tongue from one vowel quality to another vowel quality. Did you get that? Realized as a single distinctive sound segment. sound segment. Full stop. Did you get all of that? Thank you. Now let's continue. Eh? Is it two? Ah, we cannot stop halfway. Oh. Let's just finish these monotongues, all right? So that we have a headway. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4. Up here? 5. Number 6 is short or sound. Short or sound. Look at what you do. Make an arc. Cross your arc. Let it not look like D. Just make an arc. Cross your arc. Let it not be like D or letter D. Don't write it like letter D. Just make an arc. Cross your arc. Why you do it like this is because this is a back sound. A type of sound you realize at the back of the tongue. As in pot, P-O-T, pot, up here. Cot, C-O-T, up here. Then H-O-T. Eh? Spell. O-R. I have slot. Short. I like that. Number 7 up here. You have long or sound. Can you see C over here? Look at it. Number 7, long or sound. As in, yes, fork. There is nothing like fake. Fake is not an English word. It is your own family word when you're still using it. Okay, so you have fork, all right? Long or sound. You have pork meat. Okay, you have court, C-O-U-R-T. You have fought, F-A-U-G-H-T. You fought with him, fought. Eh? Sorry. F-O what? No, not four. I didn't say fought. I mean past tense of fight is what? You fought with someone. Did you see? Past tense of fight is what? Spell the fought. Fought. Thank you. Then number what? We have number 8. That is ooh. It doesn't look like you. There is this curve. Please put it. As in pool. P-U-L-L. Up here. F-U-L-L. S-T-E-W. Stew. Up here. Your stew. And then your book. And then your cook. Short. Look at long one. That is number 9. Long oo sound. As in F-O-O-L. Fool. Up here. S-T-O-O-L. Stool. And then pool. P-O-O-L. Because of time. Number what again? Number 10 is pronounced as sound. As in love, not love. Love. Heart. You know. Calm. Onion. Abura Yabas. Onion is not Yabas. Above. Blood. You can have blood. Yeah, blood. Number 11. Cucumber, yeah? Then number 11 is the long version of number 3. Number 3 is short, while number 11 here is the long version. As in bird. Bird, okay? And then girl. And then what again? Short. Short. And then dot, abrodeti. Dot. Then float and the rest of them. Then number 12, that is the last one. You call it the sure sound. Sure sound. Sure sound. Look at. Sure sound. Every word that ends with OR. Are you listening? All the words that ends with OR, as in doctor, doctor. All the words that ends with ER, as in mother, mother, sister. Words that ends with URE, structure. Yes, teacher. Structure. And the whole lot. As what? Above. That is number 10. And then that reminds me, this number 12 is a topic of its own. You are going to learn it very well in your year 1. Because this number 12 is the most important vowel sound. Why? Because it makes a vowel weak and it can make the vowel strong. Therefore, when we are learning it, we'll learn it judiciously. All right? The next time, if I'm opportune to be here with you again, we continue. Thank you very much. God bless you.